Hi guys, my name is Savannah and today I'm going to be filming my first YouTube video. And today's video is going to be very interesting and you're going to want to watch this. How I got played by my ex-boyfriend and ex-best friend. I'm going to call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. Thing 1 is my ex-boyfriend. Okay, and we met on this app called YouNow. And it's an app where you could go live, meet new people. There is some YouTubers that do go live on there sometimes. You go live, you make new fans, go live whenever you want. People drop bars on you. And I started this app in about 2016. So 2016 I had started this app. And that's where I met my ex-boyfriend. This was in 2016 when I had met him. And he was one of my first guy fans that ever fanned me and that became a fan of me. And so we became friends. A couple months go by. He introduces me to this other girl, which we're gonna call her Thing 2. And she was really cool. Like, we all vibed. We all became friends and stuff. And, we just started chilling. We all had the same vibe. I'd go live a lot. And my Thing 2 would go live a lot, which would be my ex-best friend. But my ex-boyfriend never really went live, but he'd be in our lives always, every time he went live, and we'd all have a blast. And so, it's really cool. And so then, a couple months go by, all of us are friends, and I start having feelings for Thing 1, okay? And I start having feelings for him. I tell Thing 2, and she's like, oh my god, you should totally ask him out. But I was scared because I didn't want to ask him out, because I was scared that he's going to say no. Well, I end up doing it. I don't ask him out. I tell him how I feel. I can't really explain exactly what I said because I don't remember, because that happened 4 years ago. But from what I do remember was I told him, like, I like you. I just want to let you know you're the person I like. And that I just wanted to tell him that, like, you're the person that I have feelings for. And he texted me back, I like you too. Thing 1 texted me back saying, I like you too, but the thing is I'm not ready for a relationship. And I understood. He wasn't ready for a relationship. He was going through shit. I totally understood that. And I really was like, I was a little disappointed. I'm not going to lie. It did really disappoint me. But I had to realize that, if someone says no, like, that, you just got to deal with it. Like, you can't force something, So, I realized that forcing something on someone isn't cool. Like, he said that he wasn't ready for a relationship, which I totally understood. And I let it go, and I was like, alright, well, it's not like I didn't ask him out. I just told him how I felt. So, yeah, I did tell Thing 2, and she was like, I'm sorry. I said, nah, it's cool. And so, we let it go. Things go by, and we're chill. Well, a couple years later, there was this girl. We're going to call her Thing 3. This is years later. My feelings came back for Thing 1, okay? And mind you, I liked him in 2016. Now it's 2020. My feelings for him, I start liking. They come back again, right? And he tells me that there's this girl that he likes, that I may or may not know her. And so I was like, whoa. And so, like, all these people, like my friends, were like, yo, it's you. He likes you. But I kept saying, no, it's not me. It's not me. Like, he's not the person that he likes. Like, I'm not his type. And I've always told people that. And they're like, it is you. Well, come to find out, turns out he likes this girl that's Thing 3. Mind you, he knows nothing of her. She's my friend. He don't know her. He knows nothing. He doesn't know anything about her, and he likes her. So, when I had found out, I was upset. I was pissed. I was like, just irritated. I was mad because I'm like, why her? Like, the last thing I remember from him is he told me he wasn't ready for a relationship, but then he gets with a girl that he don't know that's my friend. And so, like, that really pissed me off. And she told me, and I was live when she had told me, and just the expression on my face, I was just like, no, no. Like, I tried to be happy, but I just couldn't. And my other friend knew that I was upset, and she's like, calm down. She's like, calm down. I said, I can't calm down. Like, I just cannot. Like, how do you want me to calm down when I just found out something that I was hoping was me, but I knew it wasn't, but just have a little faith. And so with them, they dated for like maybe 2 weeks, and it didn't last because she was hiding shit from him, and I told him about it. Mind you, Thing 2 is his best friend and stuff, and we both wanted the best friend because we've known him for years. Like I said, I've known these people for years. Thing 1 and Thing 2. And we had told him too, like, you are really bad at picking girls. Like, when it comes to picking girls, you have the baddest luck. And he even agreed with us. Like, he didn't have the best at picking girls. So they broke up. Okay? And so, mind you, my feelings came back for him. Well, after he had dated her, he had got with another girl. I didn't know who she was. I knew nothing of her. You know, and like, you know, I didn't even know he was with her, this other girl. So they were together. They didn't last. So I was like, damn, like, he's going through a lot. Like, he went from one girl to another girl. So I'm just like, it's just crazy. Like, you go from one girl to another, like, oh, but as I was saying, he jumped from Thing 3 to this other girl. And he would tell me about her, like, you know, little by little. He wouldn't tell me a lot about her. But, like, I already knew, like, well, he's with another girl. Like, and I did have feelings for him. And, you know, like, it sucked. I was just like, you know, but, like, when he was with her, like, you gotta support your friend, you know, and I did. And, but in my head, I was thinking, like, it's not gonna last, like, so I ain't really worried about it. And it didn't last. He broke up with her, and, like, you know, a couple months go by, you know, he's single or whatever. And, like, yeah, I was talking to some people, but it didn't really work out and stuff like that. So then, basically, a friend of mine, we're just gonna call him Thing 4, comes in. And, you know, out of nowhere, we were all talking about random stuff. And he comes in my live on Instagram and says, oh, well, you know who would look cute together? And I was like, who? He said, Thing 1 and me. And I was like, I told him, I said, nah, that's never going to happen. Like, that's never going to be a thing. Me and him, like, it's never going to happen. Like, I'm not his type. And I kept saying that. And he goes, nah, stop lying. I said, nah, I'm not lying. I'm just stating facts. So then Thing 4 goes, says to Thing 1, if you want to be with her, comment 1. And I was live on Instagram. So he commented uno. And so I, like, got up and I was like, and I walked away because I was, like, shook. I was like, nah, that's cap. Like, this is cap. Like, you're lying to me. This ain't real. Like, you must be playing some type of joke on me. And then Thing 1 goes, oops, she got up. And I was like, yeah, because I didn't know if it was real. So then basically, like, I guess it was real. So the next day I'm in the shower and I had a doctor's appointment. And it came to me like, yo, I'm with a guy that I've liked for so long. So I'm all excited and stuff. So I text him again, like, were you being serious about what you said? And I was live and he responded, I'm being dead ass. And I was like, that's what's up. Like, I got excited, you know? So, like, the first week goes by great. We're good. But then I go live and I noticed that he would come in my lives, but he would leave as soon as his ex would go live, which is Thing 3. Mind you, Thing 3 is his ex. And this was the girl that, you know, I barely met. She was my friend, but, you know, he liked her. I don't know why, what he saw in her. And so, like, he would leave my lives to go to her lives, which really kind of got me upset because it's like, I didn't trust her. I didn't trust her. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I'd get upset and cry and pissed because he would leave my lives to go to her, and he would cheer her on as she's playing her games. He would, like, literally be there for her and, like, leave my lives just to go to her. And it just hurt me because it's like, what am I then? Like, because I'm not playing video games on my life, you're not cheering me on, you're not, like, that hurt. And so I didn't like that. That pissed me off. And so, you know, I brushed it off a couple times, but then it got to the point where I was just like, nah, like, I ain't gonna do this no more. Like, I'm gonna sit here and let this girl think she can do what she wants and just be all flirty with my boyfriend and shit. And like I said, would go to her lives and just basically be there. And like, she would be playing, I don't know, I think it's called PUBG. She'd be on her lives playing PUBG and he'd be cheering her on and she'd be blushing and flirting. And I didn't like that, you know? It's like, that hurt me because it's like, you go to her lives to leave my lives to go to her lives to cheer her on while she's playing PUBG. You're out rooting for her, and he was in her lives for a long ass time. He'd come in my life for like a second and leave, and go back to her lives like I was nothing, and it hurt because I'm like, what the heck, like, why would you do that? Like, I'm your girlfriend, like, the heck's wrong with you? And so, one day we played this drinking game, like, let's see who knows him better, me or her. Mind you, she already dated him, so, you know, and it was, and every question that you got wrong, you had to drink. Mind you, this girl had 2 Lime-A-Ritas. They're called Lime-A-Ritas, I think, Bud Light Lime-A-Ritas or something. They were literally little cans, and she had 2 of them, right? Mind you, I'm kicking this girl's butt. I'm getting all the questions right. Like, he's asking, when's my birthday? What's my full name? And I'm getting all these right because, like I said, like, I had to. You know, I'm the girlfriend. And so she was, like, pretending like she was drunk or something, right? So I was live with her on her account. Like, I guessed with her. And then, like, you know, she got so wasted. She was like, I'm going to get off. So she got off. So I go live. On my YouNow account. And I'm just, like, live, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, he comes in, right? And he comes in, and not even like a minute later, he says BRB. I was like, all right, bet. So I'm waiting there, right? A minute goes by, he doesn't come back. 2 minutes go by, he doesn't come back. Minutes go by, and he has not came back. So I check my phone, and I happen to click on Instagram, and I see that his ex is live, Thing 3. I go in there, and who do I see in there? Thing 2, Thing 3, and Thing 1, and they're all laughing, and they're all, mind you, Thing 2's pretending she's drunk. I go in there, and the first thing I hear is Thing 1 and Thing 2 can have a threesome, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, what do I come into? Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear stuff like that. Like, you said BRB, I'm assuming you went to go do something real quick, but I find you in her live, and so I got pissed. I started crying. He saw that I was crying, and of course he goes to her and says, she's crying again because I think she's mad that I'm in your live. I'm like, well, yeah, dude. You expect me to be all excited that you're in your ex's live? Like, okay, you're in your ex's live. Like, no. Like, that pissed me off. And so, basically, it really pissed me off. And, like, you know, like, I didn't trust her. I've heard from other people she still liked him and stuff, that she still had feelings for him. So, like, that's not going to sit well with me. Like, it's really not. Like, how do you think that's okay to just do what you do? Not only that, but you lied to me. You told me BRB, but you went to her live. Like, you went to her live, you know? So, I was pissed, so I messaged him. And I have screenshots. Just so you guys, if you don't believe me, I do have screenshots of me basically telling him, like, how I felt about her and him, like, that situation. Like, how I don't trust her. How, you know, it's not cool what you're doing, you know, like, she still got feelings for you. And I see that she's basically telling him, like, on the lines of, like, I don't trust her, like, she's flirty, I know she still likes you, and I care about you. I kept saying in the screenshots, I trust you, I just don't trust her. Because I didn't trust her. You know, she's your ex. Who knows what the heck you guys talk about. Y'all still follow each other. I don't know what y'all say. Who knows, you know? And so, yeah, that really got me mad. And he kept telling me in the screenshots, oh, well, you just gotta have faith in her. Like, deep down inside, she's a nice girl. She wouldn't do that. He kept saying when he's with somebody that he wouldn't do that and stuff. So then I apologized and I said, I'll have faith in her. And basically, he told me to have a little faith in her. And I said, okay, I have a little faith in her. And he's like, a little faith as in none. I was like, no, I'll have faith in her. I'll have faith in her. If that's what it takes to fix my relationship, I'll do it. And so I did. Like, I gave her a chance. We're friends and everything. Well, you know, it's just crazy because I didn't trust her. I didn't trust her whatsoever, and it does suck because I didn't trust her, but I gave her the chance, and I was like, let's give her the chance. So I gave her the chance or whatever. We became friends, and everything was cool. Well, basically, me and her had fought. We didn't, like, physically fight. We got into an argument. So Thing 2 got involved, called Thing 3 on the phone, and it's kind of crazy because Thing 1 was making low-key accounts to watch Thing 3, and I found out because the way he was commenting stuff, and I called him out, and he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. He literally was like, she knew it was me, and it's like, then why didn't you say something when I called you out? Were you scared? And so then thing 2 called thing 3 and was basically telling her, like, because I've known thing 2 for 4 years, just like thing 1. And she was like, yo, you still got feelings for him? Like, do you? Because I want to know. Because Sav's over here saying that you do, and it's like, I'm not trying to be in the middle of this or whatever. And like, y'all friends, and I don't want to ruin our friendship or whatever. And she was like, and thing 1 was texting her. Thing 1 was texting her as he's watching her on live, like, why do they keep asking me that question? I know you don't like me, which, that's what he thinks, but like, at the time, like, we knew she still liked him. And so it was just like a matter of time of like thing 2 trying to get stuff out of her, and thing 1's watching on a low key, because like I knew it was him. And then like she hung up or whatever, they talked it out, whatever, but she didn't mute herself when she was on live. She said it all so everyone can hear it. And then they hung up, and then thing 2 called me on my phone, and we had talked about it, and like how thing being fake to thing 3, trying to like act like, oh, like I'm okay, like it's cool, but was just being fake in reality. And so, we talked about it, and like we found that some stuff was sus, but like I said, I had to give the girl a chance. I had to have faith in her, which I did. And I only did it to save our relationship. So I ended up giving her another chance. And so thing 3, that he wanted to go ghost, and I'm like, why do you want to go ghost all this stuff? Like, all this stuff happened and you want to go ghost. So I found out from her, and I texted him, I said, so you want to go ghost? He goes, yeah. And he wouldn't tell me why he was going ghost. Mind you, he wouldn't tell me. He just wouldn't tell me. He would just say, I'm going ghost and I'm going to take time off of social media. But that thing 3 told him, like, okay, she encouraged him to go off social media, but she's like, yeah, you should take a break off of social media, but that doesn't mean you don't text your girlfriend and don't leave her on red. Like, you still need to fix your relationship. Like, that's still up there. Like, you still gotta fix that. No matter if you're going ghost, you still gotta text your girlfriend. And he was like, I know. And so I'm like, you're going ghost? I'm like, but I mainly talk to you on social media. He goes, you have my number. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't even respond to me when I text you on your number. Like, he wouldn't text me. Like, I texted him like the next day, because I was like, all right, he must be going ghost. Turned to find out he wasn't even going ghost. He was still active. Like, I'd message him on Instagram, he would leave me on red. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? And mind you, I tried everything in my power to get stuff out of him. Like, I literally tried. Like, I basically tried everything to get stuff out of him. Like, I tried everything in my power to get everything out of him. Like, are you okay? You good? What's going on? Talk to me. But he kept saying, oh, the only person I open to is thing 2. Which I'm like, but if I'm your girlfriend, I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on so I can try to help you. He wouldn't tell me. He wouldn't open up to me. And so, like, he literally went ghost, and everybody was talking shit about him. Even his best friend, thing 2, okay? While he was going ghost because he was going through shit, apparently, she was hella talking crap about him. Always talking crap about him. All these girls were, you need to break up with him. You need to not be with him. If he's not giving you attention, I would have broke up with him a long time ago. And he even texted me, like, I think you should find someone better. I'm not the one for you. But I'm like, I think he's just saying this because he never liked me to begin with. And so then I was like, no, I'm not going to give up on him. Like, I don't care what y'all got to say or what he has to say. I'm going to stick by him. Because I've waited so long to get with this person that I never thought I never had the chance. Now that I had the chance, I'm not going to just let it go, right? So I didn't let it go. We fixed things. But, like, it wasn't the same. So he was still going ghost and wasn't responding. So I made a low-key account on Instagram to pretending to be thing 3. Because if I knew I was thing 3, which is his ex, he would talk to her. He would tell her what's going on because he cares about her. So I pretended to be her. It obviously didn't work. He knew it was me. But he came back and he was watching me again on my lives. And we were chilling. And I told him, I said, hey, you know your bestie, your so-called bestie was talking crap about you on my live, claiming that you ain't crap because of the way you're treating me. And that you keep treating me wrong. And that I'm her new best friend and not you because of the way you're acting. And that this ain't you. And stuff like that. And he goes, for real? And I was like, yeah. And so he made a group chat and he added thing 3. It was thing 3, me, and thing 1. And he labeled it as Coochie Men's. And so we had a group chat, right? And basically the group chat was talking about his best friend and how, he sent the screenshots of what she said to him, claiming that that's her best friend and that she doesn't want to lose him and that he needs to stop acting like this and that this isn't him and she knows this isn't him, right? It's like, you're my best friend right now because I don't like the way he's acting and I know this isn't him. Because she claims that she knows everything about this fool, right? She claims that, she's his best friend, she knows everything, and she's known him longer than me, so like she knows him more. Well, she talks crap about him, okay, whatever. So the next day, bro, I go live again. She comes in my live, right? And she goes, bro, I'm scared, bro. I think he's gonna himself. I think thing one is gonna himself. And I'm like, she's telling me this, like, just like that. But she says, I think he's gonna pull a you-know-who, because a friend of ours in the past had himself. And so she was, like, trying to compare that to thing one, like, he's gonna himself, like, our friend. And I got mad. I'm like, why would you say that? Like, you're his best friend, but you're thinking like that? Who does that? And so she's like, I'm scared for him. I'm this, I'm that. Like, she was just like, I'm scared for him. I'm like, why would you say that? Like, is this true? And I didn't believe it because I'm like, nah, he would have told me if he's going to do something like that. But I forgot he wasn't opening up to me. That only opens up to her. So I was pissed and I was upset. And I even, like, right then and there, my attitude changed. I was like, because I was live with Thing 3 when she told me. And I was like, why would you say that? Mind you, I'm live on Instagram with her. And I'm like, even Thing 3 noticed that my whole demeanor changed. Like, my whole attitude changed. Like, I was just like, and so I started freaking out, and I was babysitting my cousins at the time, so I was at my aunt's house. And I get off live, and she was going to take me home, so we stop at Chick-fil-A, and I'm crying. And she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, well, I think thing one's going to himself. That's what thing two says. And she's like, no, me, I don't think like that. Like, think positive, like, you don't know if that's true. And then, like, I didn't know, and I got off live, and I was upset. And so I was just like, who says that? Like, you're his best friend, but you're thinking like that? Just because you think he had said to her, because he was telling her stuff. She would message him and he would reply to her and tell her what's going on, but not me. So I didn't know if it was true or not, so I didn't believe it, and I just let it go. And so then he came back around after I made that low-key account, trying to be Thing 3, and we had mentioned to him that she was talking crap, and so he made a group chat with me and Thing 3, and he was in it, and basically sending us screenshots of what she was saying and how that when we called her out for talking crap, I'm your best friend, like, I didn't mean what I said, like, trying to just butter up stuff to act like she didn't do nothing wrong. And I find that kind of funny because he sent a screenshot saying what she sent us. I'm like, well, she was talking crap about you. And then he sent a meme saying, haters gonna hate. I'll show screenshots. But it's funny, I'll show the screenshot of that, but he deleted what he screenshotted what she sent him, which is crazy. So I was just like, damn, like, I tell her crazy, like, you're deleting stuff now? Like, this doesn't add up to me. Like, you deleting stuff? And so, like I mentioned, like, she claims that's her bestie and that she can do whatever she wants, And I was like, nah, it doesn't work like that. So, she got caught talking crap about him. And then I went live on Instagram and I was basically telling Thing 3, like, that's kind of messed up to say stuff like that. Like, she could have reworded it a different way. She didn't have to say it the way she did. And she found out that I was talking about the situation behind her back on my live. And she's like, if you got something to say, my DMs are open, sweetie. And I was like, nah, I'm talking about it on here because what you said ain't cool, bro. You could have reworded it another way. And she goes, if I reworded it another way, you still would have had the same reaction. No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. But we would have known because you kept saying it the way you wanted to say it, because it's always about how you want things. It's always about you. And so she basically, like, got caught talking crap, and she's like, when I talk crap about him, I say it to his face. I was like, but you didn't say it to his face when you said that you're not his bestie no more, because he was going ghost, apparently, on social media, so you didn't say it to his face. You only said it after the fact. You got called out by both of us, Thing 3 and us, Thing 3 and me, ratting you out. We weren't ratting her out, basically. We were just telling, I guess you could say ratting her out, basically telling him, like, what happened while he was gone. Because he didn't know. And I didn't want to come back thinking like, everything's cool. Like, nah, she was talking crap about you, right? So then, of course, he takes her side, Thing 1 takes her side and was basically like, taking her side, like, you guys, it's not that serious. I'm like, it is though. If you were in my position, like, you would understand, but you wouldn't know because you kept leaving me unseen. You weren't giving me attention. You were treating me like crap. And I had the chance to leave, but I didn't. I stuck by your side, and the fact that you're taking her side is crazy. So he got mad at me, right? This is where it gets good. So he got mad at me or whatever and told her that I was talking shit about her. And, you know, she was like, come to my live. Mind you, I was live with Thing 3 already on that app, you know. And she's like, come to my live. If you got crap to say, like, da-da-da-da-da, threatening me to go in her live, forcing me to go in her live. And I didn't want to because I knew that him and her, Thing 1 and Thing 2, were going to gang up on me. And they were going to say stuff about me and, like, try to bring me down, you know. And I was just like, nah. Like, I'm not going to go in there. I'm not going to waste my time. Like, I thought we went over this. It's that simple. So then I told Thing 3, I was like, all right, I'm going to get off and go live on Instagram because this girl wants me to go live. Thing 2 wants me to go live. She goes, okay, I'll go in there for support. And I was like, thanks. She goes in there, and Thing 2's already like, come on, like, talk your crap, do this, do that. And I'm like, dude, you're starting something that doesn't need to be started, bro. I said what I said, that's that. And she goes, no, come to my live and say what you gotta say. So I never went to her live. So she thought by sending Thing 1, which was my boyfriend at the time, to come in here to tell me to go to her live. I was like, you look stupid. You look dumb as heck. Like, you literally look dumb. You think, because if you send him, I'm gonna go in your live? Like, honey, no. So I never went in her live. And so the next day, I messaged her and I was like, you want to talk about it now? And she goes, nah, you didn't want to come in my life, scary hoe. You didn't want to come in my life. Like, you were being scared last night. Like, I don't want to talk about it. But then she's all, call me, like, call her on her phone and say what I gotta say. And so I was like, well, my cousin uses my phone. When I get it back, I'll call you. So you get it now. And I was like, all right. So I got my phone. Okay. So I called her. Okay. I called her 3 times. Okay. She kept threatening me to call. I called her 3 times. She didn't answer, right? So I'm like, are you going to answer or you're not? She goes, give me a minute. I gave her a minute, but then after those minutes, I called her 3 times. Not again. I called her 3 times. She didn't answer. And then she goes, you're on my time, ho. And I was like, you the one that told me to call you. I call you, don't answer. No, I ain't waiting no more. Turns out I call her. She answers, right? And she's like, hello. And I said, hello. And then she goes, what do you want? I said, you wanted me to call you? You've been begging me to call you. And so she's like, nah. I said, yeah, you did. She literally kept begging me to call her. And then she was, well, say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. So I told her what I had to say, right? I went off on her. I said everything I had to say, right? And then she was like, wow, you're fake, this, and that. And I said, how? You're wanting me to say what I got to say. I'm saying it. How am I fake? If I'm saying it right to you right now. And she's like, wow, like, I was there for you through all this stuff. You're gonna believe Thing number 3 when she's gonna hurt your feelings and she liked your man's. I said, if she did like my man's, she did, but she doesn't. He even knows that. So stop trying to bring up something that's irrelevant. She doesn't like him. She has a boyfriend. That's that. And so she's like, yeah, she might have a boyfriend, but she still has feelings for him. How could she have feelings for someone if she has a whole ass man's? She has a whole man's. The girl has a man's. And so, you know, she kept repeating herself. Mind you, this girl kept repeating herself. Interesting. Like, she was accusing me of all this stuff, which I find funny. She accused me of leaking someone's number, which I never did. Because when I asked her for proof, she's like, interesting. Every time she accused me of something, I asked for proof, because she always says she has proof on me. Not once did she send me anything, because you know what? She's a liar. She's a liar. Mind you, Thing 2 is lesbian. And you want to know why she went lesbian? Because Thing 1 curved her. She asked Thing 1 out on New Year's a couple years back, and he said no. And she got curved, so she went lesbian because of him. Just a little twist on the story. Just like us to know that. She literally only went gay now, and is gay now, because Thing 1 curved her, right? So we're on the phone together. I'm saying what I gotta say, and she's like, say what you gotta say. So I do it. And then, you know, she's like, are we done? And I was like, I guess, because I said what I say. You ain't saying nothing. So she goes, hold up, let me see if my new bae wants to say hi to you. So mind you, this fool, I didn't check my Instagram. I didn't check it. He's like, I think we should break up. I was like, and I asked him why he never answered. So then she says, let me see if my new bae wants to say hi. And she goes, she says Thing's one name. She goes, Thing 1, you want to say hi? And then, like, I guess he was on the other line as I was on the phone with her. And she goes, Thing 1 doesn't want to say hi. And I was like, okay, did I ask? She goes, no, but I'm telling you. I said, okay, but the question was, did I ask? And she goes, no. And I was like, okay, so I don't care. And she goes, I'm going to ride thing 1. And I was like, go for it. I could care less. Like, I don't care what y'all do. Like, that, he literally fake dated her to get a reaction out of me in thing 3. Which thing 3 never liked him after that. She had a boyfriend. So I find that shit funny that they fake dated to try to get a reaction out of me. Because, like, I knew that it was fake. That's why when she's like, oh, you want to know my new bae, thing 1? I was like, did I ask? Like, I didn't give no emotions. I don't care. And, like, her thing 2's girlfriend ratted her out and said, yeah, they're not even dating. They just want to get a reaction out of you. And I'm like, that's funny as fuck. Y'all straight up wanted to get a reaction out of us. So y'all pretended to date. And she was posting stuff on her Snapchat. And he posted stuff on his Instagram, a picture of her with 2 red hearts. But I'm like, yeah, you guys are making yourself look dumb. Because I already know damn well you ain't dating. Because, like I said, she's lesbian because of you. So I know this is all fake. And then she was posting, oh, it's me and you against the world, baby. And then she put his Snapchat at. And I was like laughing. And so we found out that it was all fake. And so thing 3 got the chance to talk to thing 2. And they were going at whatever they were going at. That I really don't know about. They were going at it. I guess thing 3 called out thing 2 on Snapchat and told her to come at her. And then thing 2 responded and was like, you're just mad because I'm riding thing 1 and I'm gonna ride him. And I'm like, dude, nobody cares what you do because we all know it's not a real thing. She goes, how do you know? I'm like, because your ex-girlfriend ratted you out. Now you just wanted a reaction. Well, I got a reaction. You didn't get nothing. You just made yourself look dumb. You used this boy to be your fake boyfriend so you don't have to come out to your parents. Okay? You got denied by him when you tried to ask him out. Like, dude, you're embarrassing yourself, bro. You're embarrassing yourself trying to make us look bad, but in reality, you both are embarrassing yourself. And so, like, you know, she, like, doesn't want to be my friend no more. Long story short, thing 2 doesn't want to be my friend. We're not friends no more. Our 4-year friendship went down the drain because she wants to be fake. And like I said, that's why I said she's fake. Like, you know your real friends are and your fake friends are. She's fake. And she's mad because she hates thing 3. But I'm friends with thing 3 because, like I said, thing 1 wanted me to have faith in her. Now that we're close, everybody thinks it's a problem. So I was just like, basically like, this is crazy. Like, they all, not now thing 1 and thing 2 are like not my friends anymore. And it's funny, he treated me like crap. He literally treated me like crap. And it sucks because I was hurt because I really loved this person to death. Like, when he went ghost and people were talking crap about him, I had his back. I did everything I could for him. I tried everything in my power to fix us, and it just didn't work. And thing 2 was saying stuff that wasn't true about me, and now he's wrapped around her. And they're not together, mind you. It was just to get a reaction and stuff. But, like, this whole situation's just stupid. Like, all of our long year friendship is now gone because they want to be fake and they want to act sus and do things behind my back. And it's funny because they say I talk behind their back, which I don't. Yet I found out from thing 3 that while me and thing 1 were dating, they made a group chat with her. It was thing 1, thing 2, thing 3. They all had a group chat, right? That thing 3 made it, right? She made, right? Crap behind my back, all of them. And I was like, what the heck? Like, y'all talking crap about me, but you want to call me fake? But y'all had a group chat talking crap about me? And I even confronted thing 2, and I was like, so you were talking crap about me? Well, I wasn't talking crap. I was just going along with it. But if you're my friend and you claim that you were there for me, you would have stopped them from talking shit about me. Especially thing 1, knowing we're together, but yet you didn't stop them. You went along with it. Like, that right there just was so sus to me. And then I texted thing 1 about it, and he goes, yeah, I did. But you always talk crap. I don't, though. I don't always talk crap about you. He says I always talk a lot of crap about him for the longest, but never has proof of it. Brings up stuff that he said happened a long time ago, which if it happened a long time ago, why didn't you bring it up then? Why are you bringing it up now? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, he's literally bringing up random stuff because he has nothing on me now. This is the best part about both of them. They both make so many accusations about me and assumptions. And when, like, not just me, but when anybody asks for stuff, they never have any support to back it up. That's what's so funny. Like, they literally will accuse you of anything, but won't have proof to back up what they're accusing you of. That's the best part. That's why I'm like, you guys look dumb as heck, bro. Because I literally know what I've done. In this whole situation, I know I did nothing wrong. And I've been told by multiple people that I've done nothing wrong. And that they're the ones that are just being childish. And I've apologized to both of them for what? Because I wanted to be the bigger person. Did they accept my apology? No. Of course, they want to keep this stuff going. And I'm just trying to drop it, so I did. But to make this whole story short, just know who your real friends are and who your fake friends are, because they'll backstab you in a matter of seconds. Like, it sucks that we've known each other for 4 years and our friendship's gone because they want to be petty, because they want to start stuff, because he never cared about me. He never did. And it's funny, when he pretended to date her, he said we're even. And I was like, what you mean we're even? And he still won't tell me how we're even, because you know what? This is how this little boy is. He ain't even a man. He's a little boy. I'm going to call him a little boy. You know, it's funny, because I realized that I never dated a man. I dated a little boy. And I do regret everything I did and I've done, but like I said, I realized I didn't do nothing, and that they're just trying to make me seem like the bad person in this whole situation. But in reality, if you know what you've done and you have stuff to back it up and they don't waste your time on these kids no more. At this point, with this whole situation, I'm just over it. I'm done. I just wish me and Thing One could be friends, but he doesn't want to be. He wants to be childish, and that's on him. But he'll regret it, because like I said, karma always comes back to people, and I do believe in karma. And with her, she can go do her own thing. She can go keep being petty like she wants to be. She be trying to act all petty on TikTok, saying, I don't use filters, this and that, but she still use filters. Like, you're going to keep being petty. That's why you have no friends. You have no friends, you have nobody. The only friend you got is that one little boy, and that's it. And without him, you lose him, you literally ain't nothing. Like, just put it that way.